Man, I'm glad to be back. All right, man, I was supposed to do this video about a week and a half ago because I wanted to finish up all that stuff we had been talking. Remember I did an interview with Devin, the black lady, and Riley, the black guy, and they started that, black radio station here. I want to talk about, finish up that whole, who's Costa Rica prejudice to? Is it black people? Is it gay people? Is it lesbians? Who is it? Because it's somebody, trust me. And we're getting into all that, but I got a lot to say and we got to get started. Hey guys, I'm Michael Lam for TravelCostaRicaNow.com. TravelCostaRicaNow.com is a travel agency, so go to TravelCostaRicaNow.com, fill out the 4-minute form, you'll be that much closer to vacation of a lifetime. We're like you, having best friends who live in Costa Rica, who know Costa Rica, totally hooking up your Costa Rica vacation. YouTube doesn't care if you subscribe. I do because it helps me a lot. But if you want to see our videos as we do them, you got to hit the notification bell. And trust me, I got subscribers all the time writing me, go, Michael, I didn't know, I was wondering where you were at. I hit the notification bell. I haven't seen the last 3 videos. I know YouTube messes with the algorithms. They do. So please subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you appreciate all the content we put up, all the different stuff we talk about, all the information we provide, hey man, please donate. I'd appreciate it. We are not we don't have a team of 200 people, all right? It's me, D'Angelo, Anika, and Bernita. And Anika and Bernita do the travel packages. Me and D'Angelo do everything else. So anyway, all right, first off, thank you for all the well wishes getting better. I don't know what the freak happened last Tuesday. I went to the gym in the morning and by the afternoon I was dead. Was it Omicron? Was it the flu? Who cares? It was something. And for 3 solid days, it was I was weak. So anyway, I still kind of have a little bit of a runny nose and a little bit of cough, but not affecting me personally. I feel good. So anyway, thank you guys so much for the well wishes. It means a lot, man. When you're sitting there and nobody's knocking on my door helping me, it's kind of nice to have the words of support. So I totally appreciate all that. All right, so what I wanted to do, do you remember me talking to Devin, the black lady that's living here, and we talked about what she's doing, how she got here, and the stuff she's doing on Facebook, and then Riley, a black guy, and Riley and Devin together got started with making a black radio station here. Well, I wanted to follow up on all the kind of the discrimination thing here. Does Costa Rica discriminate against blacks? Do they discriminate against gays? Do they discriminate against lesbians? Who do they discriminate against? Because they are prejudiced. They are prejudiced, all right? But there's caveats to all this. And I think some real, even if they are prejudiced, it's almost like, who cares? All right, so it's normal that a gay person wants to talk to another gay person. If they've never lived here, of course they're going to reach out to me and go, Michael, what's it like being gay in Costa Rica? And whatever questions those are. And it's also like, if you're a black person, you're thinking about living in Costa Rica, it kind of makes sense that you'd want to talk to a lady like Devin. Because it could be, there's questions. Do they have black hair care products in Costa Rica? Just the simplest of questions. But technically speaking, Costa Rica doesn't really discriminate against blacks or gays or lesbians. Now, I can tell you from living here 16 years, I was discriminated 5 or 6 times back about 15 years ago. I've had police come up to me and say, y'all need to separate. I've had that. I've been kicked out of bars here. But that was so 16 years ago, it's really not true here. They really don't still like to see gay, but they're definitely more used to it now, and it's just really not a thing. Being black down here really isn't a thing. And the reason it's not a thing, or being a lesbian, but again, I understand why people want to talk to another lesbian, talk to somebody else that's gay, and talk to another black person. It kind of makes sense. You feel more comfortable. There's a relating there that only certain people can do, so I totally get it. But technically speaking, Costa Rica doesn't really discriminate against any of those groups. But see, here's the thing. Let's say they do. Let's say they don't like black people. They don't like gay people. They're not going to tell you. they're not going to tell you. So to your face, they're going to be fine. That's the greatest thing about living here. No matter what they think of you, they're not going to say it in front of you. They might, when you turn your back, they might just put that knife right in and just talk shit about you until you're a mile away, but you don't know it. And I love that, because I don't think it's any of my business what people think about me. And as long as you treat me right, I treat you right, we're all good. And that's how it is down here now. And it's like that if you're a lesbian, if you're gay, and if you're black, you really don't have an issue, you know, typically. Yes, there's always outliers, there's always exceptions, there's always going to be somebody that has that story. I have the stories, but I haven't had the gay story discriminated for years. I mean, literally years. I think the last one was when we got kicked out of a restaurant. I made that video years and years ago, and still don't go to that bar restaurant, by the way, and it's across the street, called Mangoes. You shouldn't go there either. Anyway, so but that's, you know, times have changed. But, you know, the interesting thing is Costa Rica is prejudiced. And again, they could be prejudiced. Prejudice is a thought, discrimination's an action, right? So you can be prejudiced about anything you want, you know, but that doesn't mean you make the action, you know. So again, they may not like black people, but you're not going to know it. They're not going to do anything necessarily, and same with the gay thing. But you know who they don't like, and they're not afraid to tell you? Nicaraguans. They don't like Nicaraguans, and they're extremely prejudiced against Nicaraguans. Anything that's bad that happens in Costa Rica is blamed on Nicaraguans. It's the funniest. Now, here's the funny thing. So I've had friends, Tico friends, and I go, man, you guys are pretty prejudiced against Nicaraguans. You know what they say? They go, no, we're not. It's just, that's how they are. It's just, it's a truism. They really believe that Nicaraguans are inferior to them. And they say it in a way that it's like they really believe that they're better. And they really do believe that if something bad happens, a Nicaraguan did it. Because that's just the way it is, Michael. You don't know. That's just how they are. It's very funny when they talk. But even with that, even that they don't really care, it's kind of like, it would be the same thing the way a lot of Mexicans get treated in the United States. You know, as you know, if they're cleaning your house, you just have this, you know, a way you might think about them, which is again a prejudice. Just so we're clear, I'm not for this. I'm just stating a fact. So they do the same thing, because Nicaraguans are the ones. If you've never been to Costa Rica and you travel around Costa Rica, the people out working in the fields, Nicaraguan. People cleaning the houses, Nicaraguan. Nothing wrong with that. People need to make money. But again, if something happens here, Nicaraguan did it, because that's just how they are. So yes, Costa Rica can be prejudiced, but they normally don't discriminate. There's a big difference. And I'm sure you guys understand that. But so I just wanted to, this was supposed to be the video just kind of to tie everything together that we had been talking about when I was talking to Devin and Riley, and we were kind of discussing some of these matters. I wanted to tie all this together. This is why it's so great living in Costa Rica, because it doesn't matter what they think about you. They treat you good. They treat you good. You know, they're like people from the South and the United States. They may not like you, but they'll still ask you to come in for some tea, you know. Anyway, just wanted to put that out there, get all those loose ends tied up. Everyone's welcome, no matter who you are, pretty much. Everybody's welcome to come to Costa Rica. You're going to be treated right, you know, 95% of the time. And again, there's always going to be those stories. All right, man, I'm glad to be back. Oh, I forgot, I wanted to tell you this, guys. I am so happy. So please, I hope you hung on to this long. So our real estate page, Travel Costa Rica Now real estate, it's going slow, but man, we are putting the best properties up there. You know, when you look at Costa Rica real estate, everything's a luxury home and Escazú for $700,000, gated condos on the beach for $500,000 or $1 million. Guys, we are finding the properties, man. We're putting up one the same time you're watching this. If you go over our page, check out just the place we just put up. An acre of land on a clean river, a nice house, avocado trees, mangoes, yucca everywhere, a river over here. They have rows of plantains that are growing. There's a whole big piece of land that you could put cabinas in or Airbnbs. Unbelievably, it's like 100. The house is nice. The house is nice. I can't remember if it's 120 or 125,000. 100. It's got another building. He happens to have canaries in it because the guy raises canaries. And if you see the video, you could see that can be a hole. It's already plumbed for, you know, showers and all that. It could be a whole nother Airbnb or a whole nother little mini house. Acre of land, private, only like 15 or 20 minutes from here. It's like $120 or $125,000. Ridiculous. My point is, we've been putting those kind of houses up in the last few weeks on our, now it's going slow, but our properties aren't like all those other properties. These are for people who can come down here and actually do some organic gardening, man. Please, and you know what, if you could, even if you don't care about real estate or anything about it, it would help if you would just, I'm gonna put the link, if you could just go over there and just subscribe to it, please, man. YouTube is hard, it really is. But if you are interested in a little bit different, you know, than the condos on the beach, and you wanna be, you know, with mango trees and avocados and nature and all that, that's the kind of houses we're putting up now. So anyway, guys, I'm Michael Allen, travelcostaricanow.com. Peace, guys. Hope it helps. Things are going to pop up. If you're thinking about living or traveling anywhere, always do your homework and research. There's no better place, if it's Costa Rica, than our videos, man. Oh, man, it's so good to feel good. Whew. Ciao.